And we are live. How's it going, everybody? It looks like we are live and going here. Welcome to another live stream, 7 p.m. with Project Fresh, at 7 p.m. with Project Fresh. I am your coach and trainer and owner of Project Fresh. We've got a fun little topic tonight, a little play on words there. I truly actually do have a stiff neck if you looked at the thumbnail, the photo for the video today. I've been working this thing, my vibration massage therapy device, to get that back and neck area to open up. I would probably do this. Actually, I wonder if my mic can pick that up. It's got to be picking it up a little bit, at least the vibration noise. I feel like I'm vibrating. Anyway, it sounded funny. I'm going to go ahead and put that to the side. Great tool, by the way. If you don't know what this is, let me know. It's an excellent tool. This is actually set up for your desk, and it comes with a nice little stand that you can set it on. I call it the Death Star because as it sits on the stand, it looks like a Death Star. Anyway, great tool, great tool. So a little play on words for tonight's topic. I have a correction I need to make about our custom product packages. I'm going to be restating how I phrase that, how I talk about those, and due to a better understanding of how to properly engage my viewership on YouTube. I'm still learning on YouTube, still learning this process. I'm watching other YouTubers as they live stream or produce content first and then post it. I'm taking the live stream approach because I want to have the live, say that 5 times fast. I want to have that live engagement with my prospective clients as well as my regular clientele. So let's get into that. That being the case, since I'm going for a live engagement format, this is open for comments. So if you have comments, questions, anything we can provide you with as far as detailed information regarding our format, lifestyle, specifically in Fresh, our lifestyle, or elevating your lifestyle with our Fresh model, which is fitness, finances, recreation, relationships, education, sanctity, and overall health. Then feel free to post some questions. This format and space is available to you for that specifically, okay? For that specifically. So that being the case, we will be talking about food and supplements today. I haven't done a segment in a number of days on some great practices regarding it. I had a great conversation with one of my clients today where he was sharing with me how a friend of his shared with him what he should do in his training and how he should eat and those things. So I will be addressing that here in a little bit. All right, what goes well with today's title is that I did make a mistake here on YouTube as far as how I explained our let me see how I have this. So I'm going to go ahead and do custom, let's see, custom service / product packages. Okay. So I've changed that. I'm going to go ahead and change it there too. So we are no longer going to call it raffle packages. We're going to start calling it custom service or custom product packages. As far as I understand, you cannot raffle on YouTube. I'm going to double check that and make sure to look through some more of the T's and C's, if you will, the correct way of doing things. But it is truly a custom service and product package. Our services, our coaching. The products would be, for example, our pumpkin spice 14-pack box here that'll go with our medium package, our custom medium package, our spooky and spicy package. Okay, so they're going to be custom in the sense that they'll be different. At least the medium package will be the one changing on a regular basis. The small and the large, I think, will stay the same generally. The medium is going to be more seasonal based, more whatever's going on for the month. So we want to make sure to do that, okay? So I want to make that correction. Again, to enter, there is a price per spot for the winner, okay, of that package. So we will have one person who will get to get the package if you are the winner of that. And we will, as I've showed before in one of my videos, there is a process for selection. that we use to make it completely and totally fair for anyone. Absolutely everyone has the exact same chances of winning our product, our custom service and product package. And so I'll do that and show you guys how that works when we get to that. All right, cool. That being said, just a quick review. We have our 30-minute coaching call. It's a jumpstart call where we'll cover goals. We'll cover current challenges and hurdles preventing you from having success in your lifestyle goals. And we'll do a 30 and 90-day plan for you in that 30-minute period where we're going to be addressing what do I want to see in 30 days, which I think is a great period of time to start with, and then expand on that foundation that's built and start to really flush out the foundation and start to build the tower, so to speak. I'm an engineer by trade, so that's the visual that I usually go for. And that will be our small package that we'll be offering, and our medium package. And by the way, you can buy it out if you want. You could just shoot me a message in the chat and say, "Hey Ryan, I want the small package. Can I connect with you to go ahead and purchase that package?" And I'll say, "Absolutely." We may have times where we have no price tag at all for anybody for the package, and there will be some minimum requirements. There are requirements because we focus specifically on accountability for what we're doing currently with our business, and accountability is what really helps ensure clientele that success. Our engagement with you helps you keep on track, but again, it's to assist you so that you do the work, because we're not going to be having you eat the right food, the right amounts. We're not going to be moving your limbs for the exercises. We're not going to be always checking in on you to make sure that you're doing everything you need to have the success you're looking for. That is called work, and that is called your work, because we're over here working hard to do the best we can to eat food for ourselves, exercise when we need to. It's not a perfect world. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I nail every day with the workout, that I eat exceptionally well every day. That doesn't exist. Don't let people on Instagram or social media fool you. No life is perfect, and even if they got their body together, it doesn't necessarily mean all other aspects of their lifestyle are together. Who knows, really, at the end of the day? Maybe they do, maybe they don't. It really actually doesn't matter, because none of us really care about it anyway, right? At the end of the day, our focus ends up being on ourselves, right? So, maybe you're not willing to admit that, but I'll go ahead and admit that. A lot of times I find myself coming back to focusing on me, and that's in the context of what I want. Yes, it makes sense, but in the context of relationship, not the best. Ideally, focusing on others instead of yourself is where beautiful things start to happen. That's another topic for another day. I'll leave it at that. A little bit of relationship in the fresh model there for you, I guess. So that being said, I just wanted to correct that. No longer going to be looking at it as a raffle. It is a I don't even know if I want to call it a game, but essentially it is product for sale that we've reduced in price to give everybody a chance to get access to it. But there's only one who gets the package, and we will do a selection process that is absolutely random and get you that product for whoever wins that selection process. Okay, with that being said, let's get into today's topic. I think I want to go ahead and address that first. If you guys have any questions, I will literally table the topic, and if for whatever reason we run out of time, I'll just pick up the topic tomorrow. So if you're here listening, I see a couple of you on. Thank you for being here. If for whatever reason what I'm talking about is not applicable and you're like, I have a burning question and today's my day to step out and drop the question, please do so. Please go ahead and drop that question in the chat. If for whatever reason you know me and the chat isn't working, please let me know that the chat is not working, because I want to make sure that this is as interactive as possible. Speaking of that, I'm going to go ahead and drop in the chat our Facebook page. So come check us out on our Facebook page. This is our business page that you can come and see. Mostly right now, I'm just posting these videos on a regular basis. But if you continue to scroll, I've got our meetup page. I have on here some other content. Me and my wife going out and getting groceries towards the beginning of Sheltered in Place. We were just looking at the environment as it was back when it started. A couple of links for, let's see here. I'm actually going to drop a few of these in the chat tonight because I want to get you guys some engagement. I did a cooking show back in June. Wow, I can't believe it's been June already. Where's the share for this? Share. Oh, man. Can I share the link? I just want to share the link, man. Come on. Where is it? Oh, there's no way to. Oh, that's annoying. There's no way to share this directly. Bummer. Okay, well, back on June 22nd, I did a cooking show with one of my coaching friends who I'm going to bring on the show. I need to organize a time with him to come on. And there's a lot of other things, some client interviews. We got a lot of stuff on here. So come check it out. My results back in May, 22 pounds in 12 months. I mean, there's just a lot of stuff on here. And we're adding more and more content. A lot of different, actually, there's a lot on here as far as some things that you can focus on at work to make your in-home workouts a lot better. Our Instagram page is also has plenty of content as well. So come connect with us on Instagram. We're building out our following so that we can keep you connected to us and we can, more importantly, stay connected to you. That's what we're looking to achieve here. So here's our Instagram page. And voila! Chat's working on my side, so I know we're getting at least halfway there. We're getting outbound messages. So as we continue to go, we'll hopefully building those inbound messages. So that being said, today's topic, serious mistakes. A little play on words, serious mistakes. I had my client ask me about the gainer product. So basically weight gainer, it's basically a powder supplement. Comes in really big bags. If you just look up on nutrition or optimum nutrition or simply ON with serious mass, you'll find this product. If you Google it real fast, it'll come right up. It's a massive bag. The calories are very high. I think it's over 2,000 calories for one serving, or somewhere upwards of at least 1,500 calories, which is insane. In addition to that, the carbs are something like 270 grams or 240 grams. The protein is significantly less. It's not really a protein powder, maybe 50 grams of protein or whatever. Ryan, how in the heck do you remember those numbers? I'm just a numbers guy. Numbers stick in my head. But the idea is not so much to talk about the numbers, it's to more talk about the product. A lot of times what people think is, I can get in the gym, I can start pushing some weight, and if I take that serious mass 1 or 2 times a day, then I should put mass on. Well, that's actually not correct. That is not true. That would be a myth or a legend, or I don't know what it would be. But that was a ploy. That was some kind of clever marketing, or that was simply just a bit of ignorance on someone's part, or a misconception, or something along the lines, that has expanded into lots of hearts and minds out there. And so my goal is to give you guys the facts, give you guys the details, and ultimately give you the truth on everything as to my best knowledge. And if for whatever reason I come across something that I'm not aware of, I will gladly go do the research, get the experience, and come back to you guys and bring you the right details and facts so you guys can go out there and get the success that you deserve to have. So with serious mass, you get the idea of the calories and the proteins and fats. I don't remember the proteins and carbs. I don't remember what the fats are. But let's say, for example, you're, I don't know. I don't think, I don't know if whether you're a lady or a gentleman. Let's say you're eating 3 meals a day and you're also trying to put some mass on. So by mass, I mean muscle specifically, not fat, not anything else, although you probably put a little bit of fat on, some fat, when you're gaining at the end of the day. If you're eating in a surplus, you're going to be putting something on. We'll just put it like that. And you're eating 3 meals a day. Maybe you're a little hungry throughout the day. You could stand for a couple snacks. Maybe you're a little hungry at night after dinner. You could stand for maybe some casein protein or regular protein, or even just a piece of jerky or some kind of chicken or fish or a shake, whatever, just to hold you over while you're asleep till you wake up in the morning and break your fast, or you wake up and you wait until lunch and you break your fast. We talked about that in week 1 or 2. The reason why I bring this up specifically is because that misconception is it's a lot of extra calories And carbs, they most likely, unless you're training it very intensely, and by intensely I mean you're lifting your own body weight in squats, bench presses, deadlifts, and let's see what else. Those would be good. Those lifts, if you're pushing very heavy weights, if you're doing a high number of pull-ups, if you're doing exceptional in your workouts as far as weight training, and in addition to that, you're doing a very long bouts of steady state cardio, low intensity steady state cardio, such as stair climbing, bike rides, walking on a treadmill at a high incline, so no running of any kind, maybe some HIIT, but you're really expending serious amounts of calories and you already have a decent amount of muscle bulk on your body looking to add more, then maybe a product like that would be for you. But if you're just getting started off, or even if you're maybe mid-range through, typically even at a 2,800 to 3,200 calorie load, you should still be able to manage a majority of that with hitting all of your protein groups and then covering whatever you can't make with supplements, a simple protein powder with a high count of protein per serving. Ideally 30 grams per serving is a good product, and there's a couple out there that I'm aware of that I could share with you guys. One is a whey protein product. The other is a vegan protein. So we're talking pea protein. We're talking, well, just like this one, for example, pea, flax, quinoa, rice. Hemp protein is another option. There's a lot of different plant-based proteins out there that you could utilize in substitution for your typical animal-based or meat, whey protein, essentially, which is also got its factor as far as digesting in the system and concerns to where whey comes from. So if you're not aware, please check it out for yourself. Again, I don't want to get off topic, but typically, even if you're working on 3,000 calories right now, you should be able to manage most of it with the food and the protein. Now, when you start to get up into those higher numbers, and especially if you're having difficulty hitting your calories, but you're still able to get your workouts in, then yes, maybe a situation where you're including the serious mass would be necessary. But that's only if you've expended all of your other options and you just can't make it work. Now, something that my wife asked me about, because she tells me almost every day, share my story, share my story, share my story. If it can encourage anybody, I believe it definitely can, because she's got an awesome story. She's been building mass through a portion of Sheltered in Place. She's been actively working on building mass in her body and getting stronger, and she has been successful at it. She is growing. Her muscle structure is growing. She's getting those gains, man. If you guys are familiar with the Hodge twins, they've gone political these days, but one of their original videos were about things in the gyms, and they would say all kinds of gains. It's really silly, but it's funny. Anyway, getting all the gains. Yeah, my wife just popped on with the comments. Oh, the comments work. Sweet. All right. So whoever else is here, I encourage you to engage. I know you're there. I know you're watching, and I'm waiting for you. Okay, I'm waiting for you. All right. Definitely on the shout out, baby. So she was like, I'm really having a hard time with eating the extra food. It's just something my body's not used to, but I know I need to get X number of calories in the macros. So we're talking proteins, proteins, carbs, and fats. Okay, those are macros, macronutrients. How can I effectively put on more mass without having all of the food? Okay, so again, in the circumstance of you just can't eat enough, okay, you're to the brim, but you still have 200 to 500 calories to go. You're consistently on a regular basis having a hard time filling that gap. You've added PB&Js and bananas, and you've eaten all the protein you can stand. You've had your healthy carbs, your sweet potatoes, or your rices, or quinoas, and for whatever reason you just can't make the ends meet. Okay, then a product like, not serious mass, because again, that is insane as far as the calorie load and the macros, But what would be a good product that would help you build out the rest of those calories, provide a good amount of protein because that's important for muscle building. Also provide some carbs in the mix because that's the main driver, or excuse me, the main fuel source of the body. By the way, I'll do a quick review on proteins, carbs, and fats. So proteins are built up of amino acids. There are 20 amino acids out there. 11 of them, excuse me, 9 of them are essential amino acids, meaning those are the ones that the body cannot produce. There are non-essential amino acids, meaning those are the ones that the body does produce. You'll see a lot of branch chain amino acid supplements being sold. In fact, one of the trainers I'm familiar with just dropped a line today or recently that he's now selling BCAAs in his product line, which that's cool. But we need to make sure you have the right branch of the right amino acids and ultimately know that those make up proteins. Well, that's why protein is important because that's what muscle is made of, okay? In general, that's very generalized. Carbs are the main fuel source of the body. Try to operate with zero carbs, and I mean pastas, breads, leafy greens, vegetables, bananas are carbs, okay? I had a client tell me the other day I was not aware that bananas were carbs. So that's totally fine. If you don't know, you don't know. It's all right. Berries, fruits and veggies are carbs just like breads and pastas are carbs. All right, I just want to go ahead and say that now. So if you say you're trying to cut out carbs, that means you're trying to cut out all fruits, all vegetables, all grains, all legumes. You're trying to cut that whole section of food out in general. So when you say carbs, be more specific. What carbs are you talking about? Talking about fruit groups, vegetable groups, or grains. Okay, so I hope you guys get the point. It's all carbs. And fats. Fats are necessary for two different reasons. The fats we digest, goodness gracious, dietary fat, that sounds weird. Dietary fat, what we ingest, that's important for recovery, for the transportation of vital minerals and vitamins, hormone transportation, those kinds of things. It's very important for dietary fat, and then the fat stores that are on our body. So if you got a little fat here, a little fat on the love handle, or wherever it's stored on the body, that fat is utilized to replenish the energy stores in the body. And if you're eating correctly and you're also seeking to lose weight, then the body will over time take those fat stores away and you'll begin to lean out. If you're not eating enough, then it's going to take the muscle and leave the fat, if not add more to the body, because the body's like, well, I'm not getting enough, I better make sure I have enough. Okay, proteins, fats, and carbs. All right, that being said, so I told my wife, back to her story, she was like, well, what can I use? Serious mass obviously isn't something that's ideal for you. So there's another product out there. It's called Pro Gainer, and it's a high protein weight gainer, okay? And you don't have to take a full serving, but it's 60 grams of protein, 85 grams of carbs, and it also has 22 vitamins and minerals in it. So it's more specific to the protein side of things. The coverage for the 22 minerals and vitamins that are in here, it's a pretty expansive list, and a lot of these are truly important minerals and vitamins. A couple of them on here exceed 100%, but one scoop definitely helps out if you're eating a wide range of veggies, all the colors of the veggies, all the colors of the rainbow. Then you should be doing great in the minerals and vitamins category. You can always do a very simple multivitamin that'll help cover you as well. That's a great tool to have in your tool belt. But essentially, what's interesting about this is that it is a protein blend, and it is helpful for you if you absolutely can't make ends meet. But the main problem with it is that it's got maltodextrin in it. So what is maltodextrin? I will go ahead and just pull that up for you really quick. So if we go to the lovely Google and we type in maltodextrin, okay, maltodextrin is a white starchy powder that manufacturers add into many foods to improve their flavor, thickness, and shelf life. It is a common ingredient in packaged foods such as pastries, candies, and soft drinks. When it is present, it is usually featured on the label. Okay, so essentially it's a polysaccharide, so it's a very complex carb. There's 3 different kinds of carbs. Polysaccharide is the most complex carb, and it's used as a food additive. So it is an additive, and it does have a additive effect on the body, meaning it can cause you some extra. Basically, as I said, it's starch, and starch will start to store around the midsection. So that's the only thing that I want you guys to be aware of, is that if you do use these products, and especially if it is the main ingredient, literally the first ingredient is maltodextrin, just be aware of what that does and what it could potentially cause as far as an issue for you. Now they get the nice check of approval. It is not a banned substance, so that's to allow for the athletes. You definitely do not want to be taking this if you're not doing a high balance of heavy training, rest, and appropriate cardio for your routine. But it is an excellent product for filling the gap when you absolutely cannot eat enough, okay? And I want you guys to have a full understanding of what is out there, because we get these ideas like my client was saying, oh, my friend said I should just go do this. Well, if you go do that and then you work out here and there, but you're still taking it, you could expect to gain weight, and not the kind of weight that you want to gain. Or if you're just kind of taking it whenever, and then you're also exercising whenever, you're not going to get the results you want either. So you're starting to see what I mean is consistency is first. So Ryan, I want to be successful in my weight gain goals. Okay, you need to be exercising on a regular basis, at least 3 times a week, total body. If you do more than that, then you can start to break up the different body groups or muscle groups you're exercising. So that'd be a total body 3-day split, or you could do a push legs and push pull routine, which you could get away with 4 days, depending on if you want to do legs twice a day, because those are majority of the larger muscles. You can split up all of your different leg training workouts into 2 different days. Get a couple of leg groups in, and then a push pull. There's a lot of different training splits, but effectively you're progressively overloading your body, meaning you're pushing how much weight you're doing on a regular basis, 2.5, 5 pounds, adding just a little bit more as you go. Okay, and then you're eating appropriately, meaning you're eating out of surplus. So that means you need to know what is your maintenance. How many calories a day do you need to eat to maintain the weight you're at? And then add some additional calories to that. I wouldn't say much is necessary, 200-300 to start, just enough to start getting that number to go up as far as building out the mass. In this case, muscle is our primary goal. And then just sticking to your plan. Rinse, wash, repeat. And if for whatever reason you don't have the necessary time or food or whatever it is to stay on that plan, then you're supplementing accordingly to support you in that process. Supplement is not the primary. It is literally a secondary option to support you if you can't make the primary work for whatever reason. Okay, and that's not to mean that you shouldn't be doing everything you can to start with the primary and making it work first, and then using the supplement as a second. I think they're both necessary, especially in our current lifestyle where it's always go, go, go. Everybody is on the run like their hair's on fire. At least that's how it is here in the Bay Area. Maybe other parts of the country are slowed down, and that is amazing. You guys enjoy that. I miss it. I'm from somewhere that's a lot slower paced than here in the Bay Area. And at times and days, I wish there were those times and days where I could definitely deal with a slower pace. But it's the nature of what I've been in for the last 12 years. College was exceptionally fast-paced for me. The jobs I got into out of college were extremely fast-paced, and now I'm a business owner, and it's just one after another. When you're growing, you got it going. So that being said, that's just a framework for the serious mistake that is made utilizing supplements. And I gave you guys an excellent example today. My wife is really loving this product. It's really helping. She's staying active on a regular basis. So the maltodextrin isn't a big deal. It's something we're aware of, obviously. But if you're moving and grooving and you're causing the body to burn that starch, then it's not going to store. And she has zero storage around the midsection. Very lean, very mean, very looking nice all around when it comes to the midsection. So her plan is working well for her. So it's just a matter of continuing that progression to hit the gains goals. Okay. So that being said, that's just just one of those more practical topics for today. I made the correction for our custom packages, so everyone's on the same page there. I may do another video in the future where I go through Zoom and show you guys how that process works again. But it's the 3 custom packages. We're providing product and service for the winner of the group that goes for those. All of our pricing and everything for those per person is in the group, and once we've filled up the full list of spots to get entered in to win that package, we'll go ahead and select the winner based on how we have it set up. I think that was everything for today. I'm pretty sure that's what I was going to go into today. Maybe we'll talk about maybe something. Let me know. Drop in the chat. Go to our Facebook page and please let us know, what would you like us to talk about? Fitness, finances, recreation, relationships, education in any of the areas, sanctity, so soul and spiritual health, and then anywhere else in the overall health category that we can assist you in having the best lifestyle possible. That's what we're all about, because we know if you have the best lifestyle, it's going to have some kind of impact in a positive manner on your life, and that's what we're looking for, so that you can live a quality life. Hopefully, Lord willing, we can also live a life full of quantity as well, so nice long years with that quality, and just enjoy it one day at a time, every day. All right, this is Ryan Sanders with Project Fresh. This was our live stream for the day, and we'll see you guys same time, same place tomorrow, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, with another round of our live stream. All right, talk to you soon. Take care. Be well. Be safe out there.